Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you've had a really great week of learning. Welcome to our virtual assembly. Now, thinking about how you've been learning this week has made me remember back to what it was like when I was at school, which was, of course, not too long ago. But back then, the teachers used to talk about the importance of the 3 R's: reading, writing, and arithmetic, which is a bit like maths. As you are all so good at phonics and spellings, you can see there's something a bit wrong here. And they were cheating a bit because actually only one of those words begins with R. Well, at BBIS we've decided to double that and not just have 3 R's but 6. And these are 6 ways in which you can be a truly amazing learner at BBIS, whether it's online or in school. And of course, if you get really good at these 6 R's, you can also be good at the other 3 R's of reading, writing, and arithmetic. So that's 9 R's altogether. Anyway, I'm sure this week your teachers have been talking to you about the 6 R's, and you've already been earning your dojo points for them. But let's take a look at them now. So the first of our BBIS 6 R's is resilience. It's all about having a growth mindset and persevering when there's a challenge or change. Then we have risk taker, having the confidence to try new things and challenging yourself and standing up for what you believe in. Then we have being ready to learn, being organized, punctual, and open to new learning opportunities. Relationships, being sensitive to the needs and feelings of others and doing the right thing. Being reflective, being open-minded and thinking about your actions and your learning. Being resourceful, being able to question, investigate, make connections, and think of solutions to problems. Well, you might be thinking, what do these 6 R's actually look like? Well, today I wanted to think about just one of those in particular. But first of all, I'd like you to watch the video and see if you can work out, by watching the girl, which of the 6 R's is she showing and which one are we going to focus on today.
I'll be fine.
Have fun.
I'll do it. Well, here goes something, I guess. Oh, okay, you can do this. I'm gonna jump.
You got it.
Whoa, my ski's slipping off.
Just remember, never snowplow, okay?
No snow plows.
Just keep it straight and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Same thing you do on the 20.
Straight. Do you go faster on the in run?
Little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah.
Is it any steeper, do you think? Not much?
Same steepness, it's just longer.
Well, just longer. Just longer. Just a bigger 20, that's all.
Yep. Have
It's a
fun.
bigger 20.
Go ahead. You got this.
I got it.
It's fine. You'll be fine.
Okay. Here
The longer you wait, you'll be more scared.
I go. Yeah!
Easy, huh?
Just the suspense at the top at the first time freaks you
Yeah.
out. That's the only thing. It's so fun.
So the 60?
Huh? 60 seems like nothing now. Whoa!
So what do you think? Which R was it? That's right, it was resilience. That girl was doing something new and challenging, going down the 60-meter ski jump for the first time. All of you watching here have been practicing your resilience this week, as there's been a big change to your school life since last Friday when we moved to learning online. You've had to be really flexible, working through the challenges, especially as it was a bit of a surprise last week. Now you probably heard in the video the girl saying things like, "I got this, I can do it, it's just a bigger 20. Now that's called positive self-talk, and that's a really good way to develop resilience. Sharing your feelings with others and talking about things is also really helpful. No one is asking you to be a superhero, but when your resilience is stronger, you find it easier to manage difficult stuff, and it doesn't get to you as much. Now, if you thought going down a 60-meter ski jump was scary, it's nowhere near as extreme as some of our extreme readers who sent in their photos over the last week. Let's take a look at them now. Now, as you were watching those photos, I just got a call from Mr. Porritt, who I believe is in school. He was watching those photos at the same time as you, and he's there with Philip and Ronnie. Hello, can you hear me?
Supposed to be reading.
I'm sorry. All right there, how's it going?
Pay attention. Pay attention. Look, we're having a bit of an extreme reading time, and we thought we put our umbrellas up just in case it rains. Now, thank you for the competition entries. They were fantastic. I thought the three best ones. Number one, I thought was Vihant's extreme reading, because he was actually sitting in a microwave oven when he was reading his book. That was brilliant. The second one I thought was amazing was Lena, who's doing this incredible handstand. You've never seen anything like it. It was amazing. And thirdly was Juliana in Miss Buzek's class, who was rock climbing and reading at the same time. Absolutely brilliant. Have a great weekend. See you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Porritt, and of course, thank you, Philip and Ronnie. Now it's time for us to find out our online learners of the week. Starting in reception year 1, we have Salva for taking risks by always trying her best with new activities. Salva enjoys everything and always has a big smile on her face. We also have Isaac for his incredible effort during the online learning and completing tasks on Seesaw to a high standard. Well done, Isaac. Moving into year 2, we have Sonia for being ready to learn. Sonia had her workspace ready to go every day before her learning began. We also have Mia, who's taken like a duck to water to online learning and is always prepared with the necessary materials. Mia has been engaged and active on every platform, submitting reflective quality work for her assignments, especially in maths and science. Well done. Moving into year 3, we have Shyla for being super organised with her work, always on top of her assignments and having a ready-to-learn attitude to her learning. Also in year 3, we have Cotty for being amazingly resourceful when completing her tasks, and for using her creativity to make a fantastic video, which we are going to watch a clip of now. This is a short clip of what it's a day in the life of a Stone Age person. Well done, Cotty, that was absolutely awesome. Now moving into year 4, we have Lola for being incredibly resourceful when working online and finding solutions to her problems independently. Also in year 4, Monica for being resilient and persevering with her learning even when she faces challenges. In year 5, we have Daniel, who's been showing great resilience and completing tasks to a high standard in all subjects. And Shomu for being creative, reflective, and completing seesaw tasks to a high standard. And now we're going to watch a bit of Shomu's video about his science experiment.
So now I will put this salt in the hot water and we will see if it dissolves or it stays the same. So let's see. This much is enough. And then let's stir it a little bit. Yeah, as we can see, it dissolved and the water became cloudy. So my conclusion is that it is irreversible, because if I evaporate the water from this cup, then the salt will stay at the bottom and we can get then out the salt. So this was my conclusion.
And finally, year 6. The online learners of the week go to David for showing resilience by adapting well to a new way of learning, being always on time, well organized, and using the hands up feature of Google Meet correctly. And in the other class, Emmy for being ready and embracing online learning through quality work, which she clearly spent a lot of time on. So congratulations to all of our stars of the week this week. Now let's count up all those dojo points you've all been collecting this week and find out who is the winner of our house points competition for this week. Well, it was a very close competition this week, and we have 2 teams in joint 3rd place with 161 points, Team Emerald and Team Ruby. In 2nd place this week, we have Team Amber with 166 points. And our winners this week are Team Sapphire with 168 points. Congratulations to everybody in Team Sapphire. So let's take a look at how that affects the scores for the whole term. This was the graph from last week. And if we add the points for 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place to the chart, here is how our houses stand right now with 2 weeks to go. Getting close. I'm sure you're all very excited that this weekend is a long weekend and there's no online school on Monday. But do you know the reason why? Well, Monday is March the 15th, which is a very special national holiday in Hungary. Let's find out why it is so special.
At this time, in the middle of March, we take out our rosettas. The city's squares and buildings are decorated, while nurseries and schools are adorned with the national colors. Something important is happening, but do we know exactly why? March 15th marks the beginning of our modern parliamentary system. This date was when the 1848 to 1849 Revolution and War of Independence started. Its aim was to end Habsburg rule and from an independent constitution in Hungary. It's also the day of the Hungarian press because March 15th was the day when the first free and independent newspaper was printed.
Although this day has been public holiday since 1990, the celebration of March 15th, 1848 was always important. The day was significant because it symbolized freedom, progress, modernization, and national identity. It is thanks to this era that we have our national song, the colors of our flag, and the fact that Pozsony is no longer capital of our country but instead Pest, later Budapest, and that our official language is no longer Latin or German but Hungarian.
So if you're out and about this weekend, you very well may see people wearing rosettes or cocadas to recognize and remember the 1848 revolution. I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and if you do have time at 4 o'clock today, we will be showing the premiere of NYP Drama Group's performance of the play Mobile on our YouTube channel. See you all next time.